All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Teammate Thursday. We have Superczarny here with us this week. Hey, man.
Thanks, Rainier, for having me. It's actually the first time I'm doing this, so I will try not to say too many damn things. I cannot promise you that, though.
Yeah, that's good. No promises needed. Fun will be had. Hey, everybody in chat. Thanks much, Weber, for re-upping your subscription. That's awesome. I always appreciate that. We have a really strong table here today. We got EJ, Bowser Hugs, and Zevok. Zevok is a little bit.
Obviously.
Zevok's a little bit
In Europe, man.
Yeah, it is. It's a big Europe stream. Zvox might be a little lesser known to some of the mainly BGA players, but he's kind of legendary in Terra Mystica circles. He was by far the strongest player early on. I believe he won 9 of the first 14 seasons of TM Tour, which is an absurd rate given there are 7 players in those leagues. You would expect to win 2 of them, and he won 9 instead. So yeah, anyhow, we are playing on Fire and Ice, no landscapes, partly because that is what's coming up on the Fire 2 Open qualifiers, and also I just love this format, so I'm glad to return to it. What are
Thank
your
you very much.
what are your initial thoughts on this?
About Fire Nice or the setup?
Either specifically, I was this setup,
Either.
but
Well,
I'm happy with
alright.
whatever. Yeah.
Fire Nice, I'm not the biggest fan of it, unfortunately. Um, but I'm gonna leave it at that. About the setup here, the first thing I do, apart from reading the track, is looking at which best styles are missing because I believe they're actually, from my perspective, way more important and they can draw me towards particular gameplay. So right now we're missing 6 coins, dwelling pass style, and also worker power. We're in the fourth seat, so our faction is likely to get a spade. In terms of track, it looks alright. It looks actually pretty good. Rather high scoring. Would you agree?
Yeah, I'm generally excited about this track. Early dwellings, lots of factions like that. Certain factions can go with round 2 strongholds. Some factions can do round 3 trading posts. But in particular, I think the big excitement is, yeah, round 5 trading post, round 6 dwellings is a very natural cycle for almost everybody. You can often get away with building like 4 trading posts and 4 or 5 dwellings. So that's 20 some track points just from the last 2 events, which is quite strong.
With occasional big building from time to time. We've got also the temp ship pastel, which can influence our faction picks. Some factions may go for like mermaids for dwelling rush with it. Although we are seeing chaos magicians in the first seat, Bowser hacks you monster. Why would you do it?
Chaos are pretty good on this map, so it's interesting. We have witches, also pretty good. Zevok, true to his core, throws in nomads.
Yeah.
I've always found nomads a bit tricky on this map, so I'm a little wary of that. But anyhow, they're almost just asking us to put in the what would seem to be fairly obvious Darklings. There's no Earth Cult rewards, but
Yeah.
like a Fire 1 Darkling seems very reasonable into Sanctuary round 2. Even if you get blocked from Earth 1 this game, it looks like you can pull off Water 1, Air 1, build up sort of game plan. So my initial thought is just be lame and throw in Darklings, but mermaids are fine. There's probably some other stuff. What are you thinking?
Perfect setup for Darklings here. Well, I believe. Well, I don't know what I believe, but yeah, that's actually a pretty good pick here. So I'm with you on this one, actually. Unless you want to put something like Alchemists, but
I mean, actually, alchemists don't look that bad here either. So if we want to be more interest, we could go alchemists. Alchemists
yeah,
are tend to be tricky on this map
yeah,
as well, but I think they'd have options here.
sure. There are no coins in the track. Pretty few in the pastels. And there's also a lot of points in both pastels and tracks, so Alchemist could be good, for that reason too. So, whatever you think, whatever you feel like.
I'm happy either alchemist or darkling, so whatever you're happier with.
All right, it's your stream. I'm not gonna make this call.
Yeah, it's Teammate Thursday. The part of the point is to have you with. Like we're.
All right, all right. Let's go Alchemist here.
All
Then
right, all right. It's fun.
they're pretty rare on Fire Night, so people might want to watch it.
Yeah, I think it is a little harder to use them in general, but I think this looks pretty good for alchemists. One of the weird things here is alchemists is you might, depending on what nomads do, you might actually not get first on network. You might just let nomads win network. I do think it's a little hard to have super explosive alchemist games because it's just hard to get your dwellings out really quickly. But
Yeah,
I think that
it can be. Although the other thing that comes to my mind is Earth One. Are alchemists willing to skip Earth One unless somebody else decides to do it? But I'm not sure about that. There is no blue faction, so D6 is pretty good here. With spade bonus style, it can be alright. Shipping to D5 and other hexes and easy connection here. Yeah, but my biggest concern is Earth One here.
Yep, I think that's fair. Alchemists, admittedly, not getting Earth One here is possible. I think it's unlikely. I think somebody else will care about power actions, but you don't know for sure. Curious what you're thinking about bidding.
Which just seem alright, I think, mostly because well, I'm not sure. Well, no, I was about to suggest that Chaos Magicians might start on D7, but I think it's too risky for them right now.
Yeah, I think Chaos are probably going to wind up just starting on E2. Probably Alchemist on E3. Witches would be on E4. Probably Witches on C4 as well. I mean, I think Witches are probably getting Temp Ship and getting to do like a mini Dwelling Rush, which I'm obviously just a big fan of Witches on this map in general. But
Oh, really? Huh. Figured. Um,
I would bid Witches again. My instincts are to just do it one more
sure,
time.
go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, I don't know how much you like Witches though, but
On this map, yeah, I do really. I think they're great, especially after watching your streams in Fahrenheit
so although
some
actually
time ago.
yeah, I was gonna say now that I'm saying that though, maybe witches don't get temp ship because I think alchemists are just gonna take the spade. I think that's the safest for them.
Mm-hmm.
But
Although nomads can go for
yeah,
dwelling rush on this map, it's pretty good.
yeah, nomads might just want temp ship. It's not even pure dwelling rush. Nomads can also just open temple and use temp shipping in order to make use of
Sure.
these ship areas. So yeah, maybe I should slow down on the witches bids, which looks like what's happening now. Because yeah, indeed, wait,
Do
oh no,
mm-hmm.
Bowser went to nomads. Okay.
Who do you think is second here? Nomads?
Probably, although I have to admit I don't really know how to play nomads on this map, is what I've said. That was the one faction I never really figured out. I mean, much of the problem is right. So like, if we did take nomads, we probably are temp shipping. So we're gonna be on C5 B6 early, H7 I6 early, and then connection is tricky. If you can get a kind of earlier stronghold, sometimes you can bust through and connect. Um, and maybe you don't have to
Game
connect.
here. Yeah.
But yeah, part of the other problem with nomads tends to be you kind of build on the outsides of the map, right? And most of the action is kind of on
Mm-hmm.
this central landmass, and you tend to not play on that much at all as nomads. And so your leech, in my experience, is pretty rough as nomads. Whereas like part of the greatness of witches is they build a bunch of the center, and everybody builds around them all game. With
Although there shouldn't be.
all that said, I
Yep.
think nomads probably are still second best. I'm not opposed to bidding them. Chaos might still be pretty good. They're sneakily good on this map, and we don't really have culty factions in the game. But it seems too early to
Also
bid
a good
them.
point.
I would probably still just bid witches, but I don't know if nomads is wrong.
Do you think that 10 victory points alright between witches and nomads?
I I
I
don't know.
think witches are still better than nomads here.
All right, that would be my instinct as well.
I don't know, somewhere between 10 and 15 points, I guess.
I just think there's a lot of ways things go well for witches. Like At worst case, witches are going to get the priest and probably just get like an open temple and get enough power to just take a coins action, advance ship, and still get out dwellings. Like, there's just a lot of ways that it goes well.
Are gonna get either priest or big building, to workers style in the first round, which shouldn't be that bad, but still they're chaos
Ooh,
magicians in the first state.
EJ, I was gonna say EJ does take Alchemist. I think that's probably wrong. I would take Chaos over Alchemist. Wow, but Zevok also goes
Really?
Alchemist. I think
I
Chaos are
agree with actually I agree with those guys. I think alchemists are still better than chaos here.
okay. It's possibly correct.
I mean with
Chaos. I
yeah.
guess Chaos maybe loses too many reds to Nomads.
Mm-hmm. That was my concern too.
Yeah, actually that's fair.
Especially if nomads start with the temp ship, there's high chance they're getting double spade. So I know maybe taking b5 if they start on a4, but that's unlikely. But still, nomads with temp ship is a huge threat to chaos expansion here.
Yeah, Chaos
So
might. I was gonna say Chaos actually I thought would start E2, but gosh, maybe this is the weird game where you have to start G7 Chaos, and then that's so tough though because you kind of need G6, and witches are probably gonna get on G6 in round one. So yeah, never mind. The more I'm looking at it, Chaos have some problems. I would tend to just bid witches here. I don't. Now that Nomad's got bid down a bit closer again, I think witches are still just very good on this map, but.
I agree with you on this one.
Alright, we'll be the suckers that go another and just see how bad witches are.
So let's say you're getting witches with temp ship. Are you aiming at stronghold round two somehow?
So if I get witches with temp ship, a lot of times what I would do is I would trade in post first action, and then I would just double dig second action if it comes to me, and open trading post 5 dwellings, then build stronghold in round two. It's an absurd number of dwellings, so then you try to get some coins and smash trading post scoring in three. Sometimes you don't have neighbors for that, so it's not a guaranteed game plan. But hey, we're witches.
It's EJ on Chaos Magicians. All right.
Yeah. I would probably place e4 first. I think we're probably just e4 c4. I guess the only alternative is to start on d3. D3 is a pretty nice area to have too at some point, but usually I stronghold
Instead of
over there.
D3 instead of C4 or E4 if.
That's kind of the decision. I think it's always e4,
Yeah,
which is why
probably.
I say I would place e4 right here. You agree with that?
Sure, sure, go ahead. Um, Alchemists are very likely to go on E3 because they expect Chaos to go on E2. So those three spots are. Oh, alright, we've got Nomads too. Unless EJ decides to go center, which I don't recommend, but.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way EJ is starting center chaos here.
I mean,
That's
there are some passing tiles. He can get some cults if he gets blocked. I mean, I always wanted to try it actually,
yeah,
How far can you go with it?
with just a sanctuary.
Yep. And some past tiles and priest to cult and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, at least the big building and the ship tiles are in. That's a lot of how you
Mm-hmm.
would score with just a sanctuary. So
I will do it one day, but today is not the day.
yeah, no, sadly, and when I say sadly, I mean we got witches where we have a 9 victory point edge on alchemists and nomads, and then or a deficit and a 14 point deficit on chaos. I think that's fine on this map, probably. I mean, we'll see. It could go poorly, but
Station for us. Alchemist on C2.
yeah. And so this is where, like, I mean, D3 isn't that wild. Um, C4 is not like that great of a hex. It gets a good amount of leech usually, but
Yeah, but Optimists are, they're gonna get spayed round one from the past tile, so they're very likely to get D6 unless he wants to upgrade shipping and go on B3. But if they take D6, you're gonna go west only with Stronghold, yeah.
Yeah.
But
So again, I think the game plan here has to involve a stronghold at some point. Wow, we get A4 nomads. Okay. That looks probably a bit unfortunate for Chaos as well.
yeah,
So Zivak hasn't committed to H7 or I6 yet, which suggests that he might not be taking temp ship to me. In which case, that's the extra allure of being on C4. It's better you get.
Zivok is playing Alchemist here, so
Oh,
it's
whoops.
about
Bowser.
nomads.
Bowser's on nomads. Good
Yep.
call. Good call. But yeah, Bowser hasn't committed to the south yet, so I don't know what that means.
30 seconds, whatever you feel like. Both are fine.
I'll just go C4, because even if we get the
Sure,
priests, shipping is an option
feel
here.
better.
This usually is correct. You get more leech, and as long as we get a stronghold, we'll be over at D3 anyhow. Uh, Chat, you guys are pretty active today, so I haven't talked with you much, but I agree that Chaos at 30 could work, but I think you're going to see just how ugly their expansion is going to look, and I think it's going to be rough, but we'll see. So anyhow, yeah, I think I would like I say, I think I love here if we could get away with getting the temp ship tile, probably just trading post. Well, I guess we'd have to discuss where the trading post goes, but trading post and then get double dig and just open a bunch of dwellings. I tend to love that. The low coin nature of this game, I think also makes if we have to temple, I think just possibly taking fire one and skipping earth one is pretty viable here too, but curious on what your thoughts are.
Both are fine. In terms of upgrade, I would still go upgrade on C4. I think it's the hex that's gonna get more leech, at least in the first round. Nomads don't have a neighbor so far, so they're very likely to upgrade C5 and also dig D7. Alchemist won D6 pretty early, so that we don't take it from them. That's probably additional leech in the round one if you upgrade on C4 here.
That's a very good call. You're right. Alchemists very well might be compelled to take D6 first action. It's pretty important for them, and they can get a center town that way. And we don't really need it, but if I got double dig, I would be very willing to take it.
Exactly. So he will not, if we get a temp ship, he will not probably wait for us to get the double dig to threaten his hex right in the center. And they really like this hex, so there's a high chance he's doing it first move.
Yep. I think
Especially since he's in the fourth seat, so everyone is questionable for him.
I think that's a great read
If
all
he
around.
gets it.
Looping back to my earlier witches philosophy, the one downside to upgrading C4 is if we're going down the line where we get a trading
Yeah,
post and five
stronghold.
dwellings, the stronghold is often in the it feels like that tends to be the wrong location, but I think that's relatively minor. That could be worked around. It doesn't even have to be in the wrong location. I mean, it just sometimes means you have to bridge and take a double dig on A7, but I don't know. There's lots of flexibility usually. All right, that's
That's
predict
temp ship.
predictable but slight bummer. Yeah, Bowser's gonna take temp ship. So then it's back to us to figure out exactly what we would prefer to do here.
It's probably we can predict getting priest or big building here. Um, which one do we prefer actually?
It's a good question.
Priest with coins action to
Priest with
upgrade shipping.
priest with coins action and just upgrade ship is pretty good. Big building tile is not great. It's mostly just
How about the stronghold temple opening here?
Oh, wow. Now, wait a sec.
We're gonna get tons of leech probably.
Will anybody else take the workers action on it? The way that goes best is if we get coins and workers.
I think that depends if KS get priest or coins or the coin pastile. If they take coins, they're very likely to go stronghold around one, which I
I
don't
I
expect, but
I'm
still.
I'm
If
tempted
they
to
take a priest, I think
I'm tempted to go for the silly stronghold temple line. We have very little time.
go ahead,
All right, I might not.
whatever you feel like.
I don't think it's that safe, but let's try for it. Let's go for nonsense. Upgrade C4.
Sure.
So, Age, replying to you in chat, I think there's a chance that Chaos Magicians want to take a bridge and build G5 and then just single dig, and I think they potentially get those actions. But we'll see. I have no idea.
If you're going stronghold temple, you go for Earth one.
I usually would go Earth one. I
Sure.
think I think we might have to accept this isn't happening though. Not sure. The problem is we really need leech and we really need power actions. So like one option is you would trading post E4, but I think we want Earth one. The other question is if we want at this point now the question is do we want Earth one because it blocks Alchemist? Um,
I think that's fair, especially since he's not getting double dig. With he's not getting more leech here.
yeah.
So
So we just go Earth one. We beat chumps.
yeah, it's Rainier. It's not Earth one for That's right. That's right. You're allowed to do it.
All right. All right. We'll do it. I think it's all right here. So
Consider double dig here.
Chaos definitely could take workers on the wheel here. Um, but we'll see.
About a double dig.
We take double dig.
I don't know.
I guess if alchemists don't take
We can.
d6, I think alchemists take d6.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you're right. Just double digging d6 e5 would feel very. Wow, single dig from
Oh, that's
alchemist.
more late for us. He's gonna go for C3 too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now we see what Chaos does. Chaos does send the priest off. So, I mean, we definitely can go for the stronghold if we just take the workers. It could involve 2 power to 2 coins, which is where we'd really prefer to get the coins action instead, because our coin game is going to be really sketchy for a while. But this was the game plan, so I think we take the workers, right?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, others can take coins action, but
Oh, I agree. Nomads
yeah,
might nomads might also take coins. I mean, I guess one option is we could take the coins, and then can we still make up the workers though? See, that's the thing. I don't think it works in reverse. I think if we want
yeah,
to open stronghold, I think we have to go workers here.
sure. Go ahead. Let's try at least.
I also because Alchemist took single dig, well actually yeah, wait, Chaos didn't Yeah, I thought Chaos might be bridging and building a thing, but I don't know for sure what their plan is.
Now that we took workers from him, he's most likely bridging. He could have considered sanctuary here, but with no additional workers, that's out of question. So
Is just nobody gonna take double dig round one then? Like this is so funky because I think Nomad's best bet might be to just take coins because they're on temp ship.
yeah,
They don't need double dig here. Although
unless
although coins is a bit greedy for Nomads. So again, this is one of the like game long problems for Nomads. Bowser has very little leech coming in. So if he takes coins here, he might like never be digging. Although maybe he can just get a stronghold out next. I don't know. Yeah, he actually chooses no power action at all.
Yeah, I think that's fair. He might go for I don't know what. But if he doesn't dig this round, he's not gonna get neighbors anytime soon, even for his stronghold here. Um,
Yeah. Well, we'll see what's happening. I think Chaos might prefer to just take another priest action here, but they have tons of powers, so he has lots of
yeah.
actually I guess he could take the priest and probably still wield the coins. Maybe. I don't know. Curious if this is just Earth 2 now for Alchemist? Yep, it is. Makes sense.
I'm so curious, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think our start's decent. He does go for the bridge.
Bridge, all
He might still prefer priest to coins then.
right.
So we might get the coins. We might get the dream still here.
There is a chance, yeah.
The only move here is well, I think the only move here is upgrade E4, but technically we could take the priest, but that doesn't seem to make sense with what we were planning.
Sure, I agree.
All right. Bowser just builds another dwelling. Not taking the coins
Um,
yet. It might happen. Alchemist, I think, are big
Alchemist
digging
gotta, yeah,
probably are digging
give it some
C3.
leech.
Yeah. I mean, one fancy thing he could do is he could dig and not build specifically to deny us the power, um, which would be a bit.
Okay, with that's first round, that he's playing Alchemist, and it's also dwelling round.
Well, but yeah, he also really wants the big building tile probably for next round, but I just don't think there's any way he gets it from us. So yeah, it depends a bit on how much he wants to delay here. I don't know if he wants to, but he might. And indeed, it appears he's debating if he's building this or not.
Oh, I mean, all right, he can stall the building. All right, I just got it wrong. I thought yeah, he might. All right, he
That's
doesn't build it.
yeah.
He can do it next turn. Sure.
Yeah, that does force us to convert 2 power to 2 coins before getting to take the coins action. So that's an unfortunate break for the dream.
Zero coins next turn.
Yeah, so the big downside is that our coin economy is rough for a while here. Wow, and nobody's gonna take the coins either. This is well done by Zivok here. It hurts to convert 2 power to 2 coins and not be able to convert others, but I don't see any other option here. So
The other options you could, hard dig, build a dwelling and pass for coins.
yeah, that's not happening.
Yep. So you're flying over to D3? I mean, are we flying over to D3?
I think D3 is the play, right? So F3 is absolutely mandatory for eventual connection, but it shouldn't be under any immediate threat. G6 actually could be under threat, so actually
Mm-hmm.
it might be fly to G6 because Chaos love to double dig that hex. So maybe it has to be G6 this round. It could be D3 next round, and then probably F3 in round 3 will still be safe. I'm not sure. There's definitely some pressure. I'm curious what pass tile we're getting here too. I have not in any way been able to figure it out.
Yes, we have two actions left. We've got one.
Yeah, Nomad's pass for the coins. Huh, this actually looks like we might get the spade, which would be pretty sweet, because Alchemists are going to pass next action. Chaos are presumably sending a priest and building a dwelling still. Oh, he builds the
Unless
dwelling.
he doesn't,
He
unless he
could
doesn't send the priest.
he could skip the priest actually. Yeah, that makes plenty of
Mm-hmm.
sense. He could just save it for next round. It doesn't matter a ton. Yeah, where do you think we should fly to? I think D3 or G6 are the ones that make sense.
Yeah, I think G6 is safer
I think so.
still.
I think so too. I think we take G6 here.
We're not gonna spade anytime soon, so D3 can wait.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a little bit slow. It's going to be a slow round two, but that's okay. The one upshot, actually, if Chaos doesn't invest there, I think Chaos probably wants to send Priest to Air, right? That's the other doubled cult. And if he doesn't, we get to. So maybe he gives us the spade yet. If we don't get
No,
this, if we don't get the spade, I don't even know. We're passing for the priest. It's a little ugly, but
also, I think that Case might want to get our pastile now for the sanctuary. He's missing one
oh,
worker
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
That's a great point. Do Chaos really want the spade as much as he just really wants our
Yeah,
pastel anyhow? Yeah, that's actually a great point. He's gonna probably just send priest to air then, so we should get spade actually, which definitely is nice. But
what I would expect. But
I think that makes too much sense now you say that. He needs workers still because he didn't take Earth 2. It's worth 4 points. Like he could deny us a spade. He also kind of needs a spade, but I think it's fine to just. I think the priest to air is worth a good amount extra for chaos here too, and indeed that's what he does. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So I think we take the spade. I mean, the alternative is we could take temp ship just because it gives us enough power for a coins action, but then we'd be below 4 power tokens too. Oh, actually, yeah, we wouldn't because we have stronghold power, but I don't. I think the spade is worth too much early still.
yeah,
Agreed. Yeah. All right.
I agree totally. Do you consider putting a priest to air anyway next round?
I mean, I think that's quite likely. Yeah.
Unless you wanna, just dig, use stronghold action, and try to pass early.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a ton of reason for us to pass early. Yeah. So I guess yeah. Like, there's no cult reward on Earth. The only cult reward on water, I don't. I don't. I guess we could hit with 2 priests to water, but it would seem to make sense to just send another priest to air this round.
If alchemists are gonna build stronghold or sanctuary this round,
I
that
would. I would.
will
I think it's going to be a stronghold alchemist. But we'll see. But so if you don't get Earth One as alchemist, I think you have to try to go for lower coin conversions, which means an earlier stronghold often pays out. Hey, we don't have to worry about that priest of water life at all anymore either.
you're gonna dig first turn or fly, or what would you do here?
Um,
Fly to D3 and dig D2, or
I think that's probably the
secure some
plan,
other hex?
right? Because H6 isn't worth much to us because I don't think we're ever getting H5. We do need E5, but it's under no apparent threat. So yeah, I think we just fly to D3 and go for D2, especially because trading posts are coming up next round, and I think we could be building trading posts on C1, D2, D3 type area.
Might also encourage alchemists to upgrade in the west,
That's
so
true.
that that gives us a bit less leech than if he's forced to do it in the center. I'm not sure if we can delay it though.
Well, even if he upgrades at C2, then we just dig to D2 and build right away. I think it's still an okay power
Sure.
exchange. I mean, it's, yeah, I don't know. I'm open to anything, but my instincts are fly D3.
Well, yeah, I agree with this one. I would do it
All right.
100%.
Boom. Fly to D3 it is.
Alchemist upgraded ships, so he might be looking at the dig action
Oh,
on
interesting.
B3,
Yeah, so maybe he's not going to go stronghold.
or even F4.
Yeah. Responding to chat,
That would be
deranged.
nice.
Yeah, the next flight is F3. We're gonna have to go F3 next round to secure it. But it seems okay currently. What has Bowser been up to, by the way? He sent a oh, he just priest of water thus far. That's right. Okay.
Full bump, so that's alright for him. He's gonna get spade next round.
Yeah. We get the obvious sanctuary from chaos. Presumably Earth 2, Air 2, but could be something funky.
Dwelling, so I would expect him to get Earth too. Although he's getting some workers from the Air Cult.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He potentially could survive water 1. He maybe could have even handled the water 2 there, but I think just the standard Earth 2 is also very defensible and potentially just correct anyhow, so I think that makes sense. Bowser taking away that northern red. This is where Chaos Life looks very rough for future expansion. That Earth 1, I think, is looking fairly dubious in utility, but we'll see.
You know.
The center gets taken. We are offered a crazy early leech, and we obviously accept.
Or there's Chaos are gonna pass pretty early, so we're not gonna get big building time. I wouldn't expect.
Coins are here.
What are you waiting for?
Okay, just you're my teammate. I'm just making sure. But yeah, these coins look really good. I think it gives us some options on just being able to build a lot of trading posts next round is one option. Possibly templing for water 1 and building age trading post will be an option. Stuff like that.
Chaos are gonna.
Alchemist did
Yeah,
take
go ahead.
workers, which I think means he's gonna go stronghold. But I really don't know. Yep, there's some upgrades.
Looks like it.
Dig and build D2 then.
Yeah, exactly. Um, Chaos might wanna pass this turn. Nomads still need to use their cold bump, so we might actually consider passing on the trading post pass tile.
Oh, that's an interesting thought. You're right. We could just build a bunch of trading posts with the trading post pastel next round.
A bench like 2 of them.
Yeah.
Still pretty good.
We'll see. I mean, Priest to Air is still very good. We can just build C1, so
I mean, that's additional worker which you get anyway from the pass tile. Otherwise, you're gonna get I don't know, temp ship maybe. Because nomads just need one more turn. um, there is a chance that he's gonna pass for this one.
He might. You think he's gonna go for trading post tile? Yeah.
Unless Chaos do it right now, so
Can't imagine Chaos want that tile. I mean, but maybe, I guess. It depends on how much they're trying to rush it to Key-Town. I was expecting them to single dig H5. I get their coins are rough,
oh,
but
they might actually pass for the temp ship and double dig F3 maybe.
yeah, that would suck. That is possible. It does, I guess, open things up just a sliver for them in terms of getting over to F2 quicker, but
I would do it actually.
we'll see. Regardless, I will say Chaos having 3 priests on 3 spots sure does, that part feels good for Chaos at least. I do think the game plan for Chaos looks okay in terms of just hit the cults hard, make 1 town, probably make sure to. I think the game plan probably is get a temple next round for water 1, air 1 even potentially, but all right, he passes. Oh, he does go trading post tile. Well, okay, there now. Now I think we do probably just build a dwelling and priest to air. I'm not sure there's much value. Well, I guess big building is tempting though too. I don't know.
Slows your economy just a bit, but I generally like early passing. I do it too often, and I regret it very often. But that also denies it from the table, you know. So
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think alchemists are going to take single dig on B3 here, and then go stronghold, and then probably can still convert some power to workers. So I feel like alchemists have quite a few actions. Nomads clearly are going to pass. The question is, so I guess the question is, do we care that much about 2 workers and 4 points, or is 4 coins and a cult step fine?
it's alright. Oh, he actually converted power
Power to a worker,
for
that's
worker
fine.
in 1 column.
Nobody can take single dig, so now he'll get single dig and then
Yeah, he
still.
can also get the priest action and upgrade shipping. He's already sitting on the past ship VP tile.
Yeah.
Quite a few actions left for him.
I like priest to air. Although
I know the
actually,
well line,
I
sure.
also kind of like building C1. I guess it gives him a free power right now, but it's gonna give him more otherwise.
Um, yeah, sure. That depends, whether or not we want to give him 1 free power or free for 2 at this moment.
Yeah, I don't actually know the answer to that. It's tricky, right? Because as Alchemist without Earth 1, maybe he doesn't want that much more power, but at the same time, every extra power he gets this round gets him, like, I guess he's already building B3, A3, and D5, so it is quite an opening for Alchemist already. Yeah, I'm open to whatever you want to do here.
Or if we're gonna figure it out, so whichever is good. Um, I don't know, put priest to air then maybe.
All right.
Unless you don't want to give him more power, so that's also right.
No, I like Priest Air. The other thing I do like with Priest Air is that with our 2 power coming in from our stronghold, we already can threaten another coins action next round, or we're starting to get to the point where maybe we can take double digs too. But
Yeah, I think Chaos might be aiming at the town next round with a single dig on H5, um, to trading post or temple.
I think Chaos. I agree. I think Chaos are trying to get a town, but we'll see. Bowser here. What does he do? Does he want the big building tile? He already has 1 million workers, so he maybe doesn't, but Because the dream
Maybe.
here, the dream is that he
Mm,
leaves. I think just leaving us the big building tile makes me the happiest.
I
But
would assume that maybe time shift just to get more power for future transactions.
or just
Or
a
a
priest
priest,
and a
sure.
coin. Yeah. Okay. Elk does just take B3.
Mm-hmm.
So Alchemist could pass for the big
Yep.
building tile. But then we still just take 4 coins, and honestly, I might still just prefer coins anyhow.
Yeah,
So we just build C1 regardless?
sure. Sure. And we can, pressure him to maybe take the big building and skip one more dwelling this round.
Yeah.
Some pressure is always cool.
Yeah, I think this is fine. He does just
All
build
right.
more dwellings. So we're in a tough spot.
Oh.
I really don't know what I prefer here. Probably just take the big building tile, I guess, because alchemists are in a strong spot, so making sure they don't get what they.
I'm not sure Chaos are looking at the transaction next turn. He's got exactly 4 power in both free, but
So you think we're just
I
getting a
would
coins action?
I would assume that. I think there's a pretty high chance
So then we
that
might.
Chaos are not taking it.
So then we could get a coins action, go Sanctuary Water 1, and build 2
Yep,
trading posts.
something like that.
That sounds winning. Okay. So big building tile.
I mean, we can try, right? It's still 4 points, 2 workers.
It can't be that bad. I agree. Like,
Worst case scenario, we're gonna build just 2 trading posts and maybe pass or something like that.
yeah. I mean, we have the option to hard dig this way too. Like, we have so many workers
Yep.
now. 9 workers or something. So, but I think the dream has to be if we do get that coins action. Yeah, I think we can. I think we can just Sanctuary Water 1, build 2 trading posts, and that feels delightful. I guess we have to fly to F3 pretty early this round too. Possibly first action actually. Maybe. I'm not sure. Alchemists can
First
take
action.
Alchemists can take F3, I guess.
Would you expect him to do it? Well, he can build a town right there for G4, H4, H3.
I don't think it's great for him, but it's more so how
Yeah.
much does he think we're doing well. I
I'm
mean,
not sure Zivak would do it.
another thing is also how much we actually want to connect this game. I mean, Alchemists probably beat us on network. I don't know yet if Nomads are connecting, but they might just beat us on network, even though we're doing pretty high economy witch things. Oh, coins do get taken right away.
Right.
Well, all right. There goes the Sanctuary for Water 1 first plan. I think it's probably just build a trading post or 2 then.
Actually open with dwelling on F3.
Yeah, sorry, I agree. We definitely just fly to F3 now. Yeah, F3 is way too important. Let's just make sure we have options to connect in case we want to.
So in order to build 2 trading posts and 1 dwelling, if we want to build a dwelling with a hard dig, I think we want to, right?
Maybe. So I think it does depend on how the pass or what the timing is looking like. I mean, I think my current desire would be to go build 2 trading posts, and then if we can pass first and guarantee a coins action, I might just pass first, take the coins action, and then we can either Sanctuary Air 1 or Water 1, which will be nice. And then we can, I mean,
Maybe
we do have to eventually start figuring out our town spots, admittedly, so we do have to get some digging going, and we do need bridges, so, yeah, I don't know. We have some problems.
close to sitting. Oh, no, we don't have cold step. Alright, never mind. We have trading posts, 2 of them in the west. Seems alright.
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
With D3 probably as the first one.
Yeah, I agree.
There's probably not a big difference, but there's still a possibility of alchemists digging some hexes and giving us Lage there.
I agree. I think that makes a lot of sense. I'm really curious what Chaos are doing this round. Taking coins feels very greedy for Chaos. Like, I'm not sure what he's doing with them.
Or we could, well, we could still consider getting bridge, maybe. How many bridges do we want this game? One, two, probably one.
Well,
If we manage to go through e5, f5, this type of thing.
correct. It's not clear to me how many bridges we need yet. The answer is one for sure. Well,
All
there
right,
goes.
never mind.
All right, Bowser's a good man who's gonna secure one early.
Thanks.
Yeah, I do prefer when other people get out of the way. I mean, admittedly, alchemists for sure want one. We for sure want one, and then we might want a second. But nomads, I guess, could want another in the south. So yeah, the bridge pressure could start to catch up to us too. So I agree. We'd really prefer to get F5 G8. We probably could get those hexes. I mean, if Chaos gets out shipping, Chaos love to get to G8, and we're not making much pressure, but Chaos also isn't shipping yet. And
Does not look
Chaos,
like they're getting stronghold anytime soon.
yeah, it looks like Chaos are actually going to go priest to worker here potentially, or I guess just 3 power to a worker. But I have to imagine Chaos are building another trading post, and well, maybe not. I guess Chaos could go water 1, fire 2 temple and take 2 key town. Or I guess they could just temple water 1. But they're on the trade post pastel. Who knows what they're gonna do? But
But
um,
I would guess he would put priest to air and build town for 2 key towns so that he can get another dig, maybe, from the
yeah.
cults.
Hey, do we want a bunch of power?
Hey, how is it going? Sure.
Yep. All right. I'll convert a power to a coin then, because we're maxed out, and just build D2, I guess. Or
Um,
C1 instead? I don't know.
I think C1 is, there's still a chance that they're gonna dig B2 at some point, but I wouldn't expect them, but still,
You're right. C1.
since it doesn't make any difference to us, so.
You're right. C1 is better here. So we actually also will have an option to double dig, but given how many workers we have, it's probably not needed. We do have a decent number of space. So I guess the dream, right, is we're getting A5, E5, F6, G8, and then B1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spades we still need this game. We have one cult dig late, but do need to generate 5 spades. I think we can do at least 2 hard digs, maybe 3. So we probably need one double dig action at some point this game. I don't know if it's probably not right to take it yet. I think we need well, and that we can't. So there we go. Alchemists are actually look like they're going to beat us to F5, is what that looks like. Yeah, they for sure are actually. They're going to take F5 this round. So we need 2 bridges. That's what we've learned.
That's a bummer, but there are 3 left actually in the game, so. Let's hope nomads don't win one.
Yeah, we are going to have to prioritize some bridge actions coming up, but that's okay. We have a solid economy going on. We have an option to, yeah, hard dig E5 here. We also do have the option to pass first.
Oh,
I think Bowser's
yeah,
gonna
if you
build.
want.
Oh, yeah, I don't know actually. We'll see what's happening.
Are you looking at passing here right now?
Possibly. Hard digging and building E5 is very tempting for economy's sake, and it's gonna get it just a free power back because Alchemists are about to go on F5. And losing E5 is also pretty disastrous, but I don't really see pressure on it. What did Nomads do? Oh, they sent Priest to
Yeah,
water. I think
securing one cold seems good for them.
I think Chaos are still gonna do more this round, but maybe I'm crazy. It feels like Chaos want to build another trading post right here, but maybe that's nonsense. My
It's
my
Prince Fire.
I want to get greedy and take e5 and then still pass first is what I dream of.
First nomads were passing first.
I feel like nomads are going to convert a worker to a coin and make a trading post.
Yeah, maybe.
I could well be wrong. I agree. I don't know. I also actually I don't super care if nomads pass in front of us because nomads don't look like they're going to get enough to take a coins action. I don't super care about that 4 coins tile, although I guess I do a bit because the other tiles
Not
suck.
getting it. They're not getting it.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm open to passing here. I'm open to hard digging e5. I don't know what's better.
You know, it's not going particularly good for us. So, how about we do it your way? You probably wanna dig and build.
All right,
That's what I assume you want to do.
let's hard dig. Yeah, let's just hard dig e5. Let's green it out. Let's see what happens. We'll see if we get punished. I mean, we can't get punished that bad, I don't think. I guess the worst thing is Chaos passes and takes a coin action again, but that seems kind of unlikely given their position. I don't know. I don't know for sure what Chaos are doing, actually. I thought Chaos were going to finish a town, but then he sent Priest to a cult. And maybe it is just so he could take a worker's action here and then traded post. Actually,
First thing is that alchemists might want to get another bridge too. I mean, they could, you know.
oh yeah, E6, E7. Yeah, you're right. The bridge pressure is pretty rough. Well, I guess the other option is then does C4 have to be a town for us? Oh, okay. Chaos are gonna single dig. That makes tons of sense too. Okay.
Yeah.
So he only has one trading post, but that does work. Okay. So yeah, this is all sorts of tricky. Alchemists potentially want to get to D10 before us. The bridge pressure is high, and there is a chance that we just don't even want to make a north town, I guess. We could carve a town somewhere else that doesn't require a bridge, but then I guess I don't know where we're going to sanctuary. But regardless, we can pass first for millions of coins.
What they call bump and coins?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That's pretty good. Convert some coins, get some coins, coins action.
Yeah, and then probably do just take a bridge.
Oh yeah, just yeah,
No, I
bridge
think we take
probably
a coin.
better.
I think we take coins, and then I think we hope to wheel bridge. I guess Alchemist will just take a bridge before us, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Would you consider taking a bridge instead of coins action here as your first move?
I don't know. I guess the bridge pressure is high, but gosh, passing on coins is rough. But maybe we
And
don't.
actually,
Maybe
I
we.
think there's higher chance that we're gonna wheel coins rather than bridge here.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
know,
say we might not need that many. We just might not need that many coins. Like our coins actually are doing pretty well.
Chaos have a lot of coins already. Although he might want to ship a bit.
I mean,
So
I thought he wanted to ship a bit, but yeah, he hasn't been doing great on getting his priests invested in shipping yet, which is fair. It's there's
oh,
not a
it's probably stronghold. It might be stronghold chaos here. Going full toll.
actually, yeah, you might be right. Why not? Like he needs points. Like it's a good way to make a lot of points. Well, although he also could just take water one, air one, and then get a lot of trading posts.
I mean, a lot. He's got no neighbors, but yeah, generally, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we potentially could take bridge first. I mean, part of our path to winning this game, part of what we bid on certainly was to get towns, right? I mean, so if we fail to do that part, it's not going to be good. All right, well, we'll see in a sec.
So now the yeah, go ahead.
I said we'll have to see exactly what everybody's power is, because now Alchemist did just take a power action, so I don't know if Alchemist can threaten a bridge first action or not yet.
I think they can if they get ship pastyle, which is very likely for them to get.
Hmm, yeah, that's true.
So if you get a bridge, where do you put it? On e5 d9?
I think you go c4 a5. The
All
problem
right.
with I guess I don't know. The d9 town I guess is a little easier to make, but it's a little riskier in case d10 gets blocked, or technically Alchemist could double dig d9. I think that's very improbable. Alchemists have so few points right now. It
Mhm.
feels kind of
Oh,
suicidal,
you're right.
but all right, I have to decline this one because we already earned 4
Yeah.
power, so
There are still 2 copies of Water One if we want it.
yeah,
Do
well,
you want Water One?
I think we take water. I think we potentially do just take water one instead of air one, although air one might be a little better. So my instincts are to not care about it yet, um, and
Sure.
secure power actions, and then I do think we probably just sanctuary this round, and then we see if somebody left a copy of water one. I'm not sure.
So the question is if we take a bridge first action.
Yeah, I just kind of waited to see where everybody's power is at. Um, so chaos could take more coins, but will they?
What does he do with it? I mean,
Yeah, it doesn't seem great. And then alchemists could take coins just to lower their coin conversions, but thus far Zivak hasn't been attempting that, although he probably would starting now. I guess the other question is how bad do we need coins though? Maybe we do just need the bridge worse. We have enough coins that we can sanctuary, do one or two other things. We have some trading posts up anyhow.
yep, I agree with that. Also a cold bump, so get 2 more power. It's still something. Yeah, I would go for the bridge here.
All right. Um, I think
Yeah, I think a5 can be better here. I agree.
yeah, it's pretty
It looks safer at least.
Yeah, I don't think Zevak's gonna mess with us, but he has enough to double dig. So yeah, I guess we play it safe. We just go up here. This is a good town spot still if we're taking a bridge, and then the stronghold town probably can still happen. Um, our next actions can even be stuff like D9, D10 after this, but Alchemist might just block us on D10. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think we take the bridge. You agree? Just build A5 bridge here.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Um, I mean, worst case scenario, we can triple hard the A for the town here.
It's a rough one. Wow. Okay, so EJ just snaps coins without thinking about it. I'm very surprised, I'm not gonna lie. Like I just don't see what he's gonna do with all these coins. His economy doesn't seem
I think
balanced,
he's
but
just gonna build stronghold, pass early for more priests and upgrade shipping next turn. I know.
yeah, maybe. I guess he's eventually gonna upgrade digs. He does have a ton of workers coming in off the cult. So he needs some coins. on that front too. Yeah, I guess whatever. It's hard to have too many coins, so it's probably correct. But it's also in this position. I don't know if it was crazy for him to just to secure more priests or secure spades. But he has plans. He knows what he's doing. Hoping to wheel coins is always very greedy on our part as well. So whatever.
Still argue that bridge is more important here, at least this turn.
I think our bridge is good. I actually think I prefer just flying to D9 right this instant then,
Mm-hmm.
because we
Yeah.
can just beat Alco. Well, although do we want to hard dig this round? Maybe not. Regardless, we'll go to D9. It comes with free power. Yeah, so we have a slightly. We also have some priests, which I guess we could just start sending the priests to air. If we get the last two spots on air, we get another spade, which could be useful. Um, Water 1 gets taken by Chaos along with Air 1. That made sense. I don't know if there is much race on this last Water 1. There might be a race on Air 1.
Um,
We take the 3 for 2.
we want coins, more coins, probably.
We want more digs. We want more bridges. I don't know. Double dig is still available, and
Yeah, it's further around still, so yeah.
we actually eventually do need that double dig action, and we could take it here to secure D10 and still Sanctuary.
So do you want to put priest to air here? Just to secure
Oh,
some points and maybe another dig. We've got cold bump, so.
oh, if we take Air 1, then we still get there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, that's a good call. I mean,
Or just,
Bowser
spend priest there, but.
Bowser's not taking the last copy of Air 1 or Water 1 here, I don't think. Bowser's having all the issues I normally have with Nomads on this map of just not enough leech to really get things done. Yeah, let's go priest to air here. I like it. I like that idea. Um, but then yeah, I think we can double dig D10 A5. We lock down D10, which seems good. We lock up pretty much all of our actual town space. We do need one more bridge, which is not trivial. But and then we can Sanctuary for Air 1 or Water 1. Air 1 looks better for the cult reward aspect, but yeah, I don't know. I'm curious if you're seeing
The
anything
next turn,
else.
but.
Anything else this round?
Um,
Oh, Bowser might take a coin town here, huh? That
yeah.
okay, so then maybe there would be some pressure on a favor.
There's no pressure on double dig and on neither on D10, so.
Oh,
No, he goes Colts.
okay. I'm not too worried then still. Bowser literally can't Sanctuary, and Templane looks crazy as well when he's on the trading post tile. So yeah, I don't think there's any pressure on Air 1 here.
So yeah, I like the double dig here. You have great shipping on Alchemist.
he he can I forgot that he is on C3. Annoyingly, he can threaten A5, A6, but I don't, there's only so much we can worry about.
I mean, his digs aren't upgraded just yet. He's pretty low on points here.
Yeah,
He still needs bridges.
think he's upgrading ship just for points, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's trying to mess with us yet.
Maybe get a couple more dwellings.
So double dig A5 D10, and then the question actually, I suppose I should just build A5 here, just in case Alchemist Metal we build
All right.
A5 and D10 this
All right.
round.
Sure, safer. Bit of less leech if they decide to go E6 this turn, but
That's true.
one leech isn't worth the town spot here. All right, so I was wrong. There's no stronghold for chaos here.
Yeah, he did just go for the earth or the water one, air one line, which I think was also fine. And he did use up most of his coins. Where have they gone though? They went to a temple and a ship advance. I guess most is a big stretch because oh, he built a dwelling as well. But yeah, okay.
Oh, I mean,
Shipping again from alchemists.
yeah, I mean, he probably wants to pass as soon as possible for the bridge, maybe. So he, just does what's best for him this round.
I don't know if nomads want a bridge. I'm not sure that's true, but
I'm talking about alchemist. That's why he's just upgrading shipping.
oh,
He's the
he's
one
just
pass
upgrading.
early.
That makes a ton of sense, actually. You're right. Yeah, he passes for the trading post tile if he's allowed to, which he probably will be. Um, okay, but if we have a long enough round, we can get the big building tile. That would be sweet.
Yep, sure.
So anyhow, I don't actually know what to do here. Probably just build D10, but it doesn't seem like alchemists are coming.
Yeah, well, what else you gonna do this turn? I mean,
I guess it's building D10 or A6. I'm gonna Sanctuary, presumably for Air 1. Up, take our Cult Step on Air, because getting those...
yeah,
I think trying to get the 2 digs and just dig B1 with our Cult digs looks really nice for us.
yep. Well, I'm not sure there's any difference in turn order that you take right now, so we can go for whatever we want, I guess. Those guys are gonna pass pretty early, I would assume.
Yeah. Guess I'll just build D10 then.
Unless Chaos pass right now, and Alchemist might get the big bowling tile.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Chaos could pass for the trading post tile, and then Alchemist can pass for big building, which looks like what might be happening. And we don't really want the ship tile yet, as well, we eventually need to upgrade shipping, but oh well, not everything works.
Yeah, and the bridge is probably gone too.
I think Alchemists have to be taking bridge, yeah. Well, so I guess one option is we potentially can set it up so that we could have we might not pass under the ship scoring now, and we could maybe set it up so that we have the fastest round 5 and pass on to ship first and get our bridge at the start of round
I was
6.
thinking the same actually, so
Um,
that's a bit of coin tied, but
oh, we have so many coin needs still, yeah, because we got to hit ship 3. Um,
we can just take time ship, for some power and coins. But
yeah. Anyhow, I think we Sanctuary C4 and we're taking Air 1. So there's just going to be a copy of Water 1 nobody wants, but that's fine. I don't think we don't really have time for Water 1, and that's going to be okay.
we don't have time for trading posts right now, so
Yeah.
building them up so everyone might still be better.
We do have an extra priest. We could build a dwelling, but that doesn't seem great. We could just send it to earth or fire. I guess fire gives us a worker back. We're gonna take fire too, so. Or we could just save the priest for eventual ship advances.
I mean, if you want to, build temple for fire too. Well, probably not next turn, alright. So, yeah, saving priest is good. Do we need power from earth? This one power, probably not.
Uh,
Yeah, I like passing here also.
I'm kind of warming up to priest to a cult, to be honest. But now, yeah, it depends. I feel like sending priest to fire, and we're gonna wind up taking fire too, is a decent number of
Hold points.
points. and it just gives us a worker back right now. But maybe it's silly.
That depends, if we will get enough priests, Um, remind Ryan that he does not win cults. EJ wants me to remind you that you're not gonna win
Uh,
cults here.
that's fine. Yeah, that's
Mm.
he he can he can be a little afraid about us stealing air cult. Um. All right, that's your decision.
Oh, how about putting priest to air? Oh no, we don't have towns
We don't
to
have to.
lock it up. All right.
Yeah, we don't have towns.
Never mind. Just wanted to put some pressure on EJ here. Never mind. Um, yeah. You like your worker from fire, and all right, I'm okay with it.
All right,
I'm a bit worried we're not gonna get enough priests. Maybe some
that's that's what
priest
all.
towns are gonna,
Or a ship town is. I think a ship town might be in our future anyhow.
sure.
Because we might need pre-sent coins to achieve 3 shipping. So anyhow, we pass now, and we said we want to leave the ship scoring open is our dream. So just take 3 coins, 3 power.
Sure.
All right, looks okay. Bowser
Mhm.
takes much needed coins. Have to assume alchemists are going to take a bridge.
So we want to have a pretty short round, right?
Very
So
very quick round, yeah.
just fly to a6 first move.
I think so. I think it's fly to a6, probably expensive trading post at a6, and then it's possible just pass after that. I mean, we'd really prefer to build one more trading post, but
Folds. The other question is that I mean, bridges are important, but who wants bridge? Alchemist 1-1, but he still needs points. He's probably not gonna pass with 35 points. I mean, with some pastile for next round. He wants to build some trading posts this round with water one, and trading post scoring tile this round. I'm just thinking out loud if we can afford doing some more actions than just one more.
I think we probably should just build 2 trading posts. I think we can get away with it because I agree. The main thing is we just need to pass in front of alchemists. I mean, to be honest, I don't even know how badly alchemist wants. The more I'm thinking about it, I think alchemists might not want another bridge. Um, I think alchemists. I think Zivok's trying a 4 town game, right? He wants bridges on f4, f6, g8, h8, and on e6, e7, like f7, g9. Um, he's going to have the resources to 4 town this game. So I actually don't know if there is more bridge pressure. I think we might be looking at his position wrong. I think he's not 3 towning. I think he's 4 towning.
Well, um, there's also the case of he already overbuilt his first town here with additional structure,
Yeah,
but he still got a lot of workers here, so
I was paying attention to that, but I think he can build 16 structures, which means I think he has enough to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 structures. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 structures. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 trading posts then to deploy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he definitely can do it if he builds out to 16 network, which, given how many workers he currently has, I see no reason to think he can't do that. So I think he's going to 4 town. So I don't actually think there's that much pressure. I think it's more so we just still want to make sure we're passing to get a pass tile. Um,
if we pass early other way anyway, so
but I think it's an expensive trading post here on A5. The other alternative is I just build D2 or upgrade D2. Curious if you have opinions.
That depends if we want to build one or two trading posts. If we're going for two, um,
Well, I guess
and
guess
fire
I'm
two anyway,
I,
we can do the expensive trading post next round still.
yeah. Well, and I'm not actually sure we're taking fire 2 anymore. I have so many ideas roaming through my head, and we don't have tons of time. So you're content with D2 here?
Sure, that's right.
So the crazy thing that's going through my head is that I don't know if we need.
Double dig.
Well, no. I don't know if we need fire 2. I guess we could double dig, but that wasn't even necessarily thought. But yeah, I guess the thought is I think we can probably just take A7 next round, even with a bunch of workers. We have so many extra workers. Um, and so if we build even if we
Yeah.
have an expensive trading post at A5, we take A7, there's a town. Now, once we take B1, we have a town, and then once we take D11, that's a town. Although, wait a sec, we don't have enough dwellings then, do we? That might be the bigger issue. All right, ignore
So
my,
no, fire.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, ignore my ramblings. We still have to have a temple somewhere in there, so may as well be fire too.
fire two is always faster town tiles. Um, we're running out
Yeah,
of towns right now,
well,
but
but again, the problem is since we still have to afford 3 shipping this game,
yeah.
I think we might need some of those crummier towns anyhow. I mean, ultimately, I think our game's pretty good, but I don't know if it's good enough. Bowser building that makes me a little scared that he wants a bridge for another town.
I think he's looking to connect rather.
I agree. I think it's some hopes for connection slash he just needs more neighbors for trading posts,
Yeah,
maybe. I don't know. Uh-oh, is EJ trying to get to B1 this round? I don't like that.
you know, especially since Nomads just took G7 from them.
Yeah, that's not good.
So
Losing B1 would be sad.
additional dig or a bridge. Um, yeah. So are you looking at securing it this round?
I don't think so. I don't think the extra dig actually hurts us that much. If we're gonna take fire 2 anyhow,
Mm-hmm.
we totally have resources to hard dig 1 hex. So I think we just I personally am fine just upgrading A5 here and then just passing for the bridge still, I think.
But it's passing yet. I wouldn't think.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so I think we upgrade A5 into a trading post.
Sure, sure. I was just saying that we're probably gonna pass first anyway.
Gotcha.
Hopefully. That also may mean that if Nomads upgrade on G7 and are looking at G8, that means that Alchemists are not for towning this game.
That's true too, actually. Yeah. Yeah, that would change the math on how many bridges might be required.
And also, he's got a dwelling on D5, which isn't part of the town. So I'm not sure for town was actually in his mind this game.
Yeah, again, the dwelling on D5 isn't that like again, if he builds 16 structures, he has 4 towns, and given how many resources Zivak has, I mean, it would just involve building a temple for Fire 2, which would be mandatory anyhow, and then building a bunch of trading posts, and then he'd still have a bunch of dwellings in the final round. Like, I'm still kind of thinking Zivak is 4 towning, but I don't know for sure because now, yeah, I mean the hexes are messy. It's not guaranteed, especially with nomads taking G7. So I mean, I think Bowser's debating if he even wants to take G8 here. Gives him a chance at connection, but
Also need D8, which is one dig away from Alchemists.
yeah, exactly. So like, I don't
He's getting a strong pull.
I don't know for sure what's happening.
And if he passes right now, he can get a bridge action. He's not passing it, but still.
Yeah, I mean, nomads have so many trading posts to build. You'd
The
think
build, yeah.
you'd think Bowser has to build trading posts for a little bit here. Yeah, there comes one.
Yeah, all three probably.
I think Bowser's building all the trading posts still. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it makes too much sense to build trading posts this round and then have dwellings to build in the final round. So we'll see. I mean, not that
So
we.
that actually means what Zivok's up to, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll find out real quick here what Zivok's up to, because if Zivok is planning 4 towns, I think Zivok builds G8 here. I'm accepting these 2-for-1s, although it might just be converted to coins. I think we need that many coins. Zivok is taking G8 this action, so I think
You're safe, you were right.
I think 4 towns are happening, yeah. Or trying to happen. I think they will happen, but I don't know if we have anything better to do than to pass here.
Afraid of Chaos taking B1, but
Yeah,
nothing we can do about it right now anyway.
I think Chaos might yeah, it might just be what they're doing because they want to build trading posts, but they don't have neighbors for trading posts, so they might just go up there, build 2 dwellings, and make trading posts up there. But I think we just put our 2 cult digs on D1, and then we hard dig D1 the rest of the way for the town. That's fine. We still have a free hex on F1 then. We still have the free hex on D11. We need the
But
bridge. But I don't know. I'm open to other ideas. I don't know what else to do here. I mean, the only other thing to do, I guess, is like.
well, I can't see anything else. So just converting some power.
Yeah, that's good.
We're
Well,
getting a lot of power with passed out too.
yeah,
Passing for it seems alright.
that's true. We're gonna get 11 power, so I just convert all 4 power to 4 coins here, and then we'll still open at 7 or at 017.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. All right. We got a lot of points to make up. The good news is we have a hell of a lot of points coming, but I don't know if it's enough. Um, EJ's Chaos
Yeah.
Magicians are, still doing quite well with just all the point scoring favors and lots of cult points. Bowser Hugs, I feel like, is behind us at least, but I'm not totally sure where to make Alchemist positioned yet either.
Yeah. And get so many points coming, it's even hard to predict.
Yeah, it's so tough because he's still doing coin conversions though if he's gonna make 4 towns. So a no Earth 1 next round lowers it all a bit too, but I don't know.
Well, the good thing is that Chaos are not getting past tile for the next turn.
Yes, yeah. Part of why. Well, actually, I guess Alquists are gonna get the trading post tile probably. So yeah, that's not good news either. But well, maybe if Bowser can stall out Chaos, maybe Zevok actually or Alchemist will choose to stay in the round because they still want to build so many things. But I don't know.
So we are about to open with Bridge here. Oh. Yeah, thanks, CJ. We're about to open with Bridge. First move. Uh,
Yeah,
Fire 2, probably next turn.
I think that's what's.
I
Yeah.
was just thinking if we could, somehow steal Urkel still.
Ah,
That's a lot of coins, though.
yeah, it's rough. There's no cult towns left either, so I think we're gonna probably have to accept losing air, but um, yeah, I can think about it.
thing is that we're nobody's taking our hexes in the West, no matter which we're left with. I think D1 or U1 should be
Yeah, I agree. Zivak
unless
is
it even
Zivak
doesn't build it.
Zivak is taking more workers, which yeah, he's doing a lot of conversions. Oh yeah, there's a chance Chaos doesn't take B1 on us actually. Although, will Chaos just negate our cult digs though? It might still be safest, annoyingly, just to cult dig D1. We really do have a lot of extra workers. I mean, I think the game plan next round is just build fire or temple for fire, build a trading post, build 3 dwellings. That gets us to 15 network. I mean, I think unfortunately Zivak is just going to go to 16. But okay, this seems good too. EJ is passing. Um, I say this is good because I think Zivak has to stay on the round. He has so much, like he has 3 trading posts still to build. So I think Bowser will deny Alchemist a pass tile, which I think is an outcome we're happy with in terms of trying to win this game still. I think EJ is the biggest threat. Wow, he does go for Zivak's going for another temple already. This is a huge round for
Resources,
this has to be fire
secure
too.
even more space. Yeah.
And then take a town and take another worker town, yeah. This is a lot of coin conversions though. Like it's Zivak's slowly making points here, but it's not rapid. It's a wild game. Wild game. I think EJ is just too many points in front of us is my instincts here, but
Doing Cold Dig B1.
yeah, we could cult dig B1. I the problem is I feel like EJ might just cult dig us back, but
Well, the other thing is that I wouldn't assume that. Well, it's a dwelling round, right? And he's got very few reds left. Actually, 2 of them, including the one that we're digging. So I would assume that he's just gonna dig G2, G3 maybe, um,
create his own
to get
rift.
some more.
Yeah, yeah, and then that would at least cost him a hex. And worst case for us, it just costs us workers we already have, right? Because if we're building a temple, trading post, 3 dwellings, we actually only need 6 workers, but we're gonna have 12. So we have exactly enough for a double hard dig if we have to. But it still is very ugly. Um,
I'm really curious where Zivok ends up in. I mean, 2 times this round, some more dwellings and trading posts.
I mean, yeah, he's gonna pass for 12. He's at least netting points on these trading posts, obviously. So like he's making points. Like I'm not gonna like disagree on that, but I mean, Bowser has to pass. I think, well, Bowser doesn't have to pass, I guess, because he keeps getting fed so much leech. But Bowser's going to pass for the trading post tile. Um, yeah, here it comes. So, I
Yeah.
mean, Zivak also is going to get like a priest and 2 coins here. Like, it's okay. He wins network, but I think it's just not enough points. But again, the problem is I see EJ getting, at least another like dozen points in the final round. So he'll be at 100, maybe a little more. And then he has decent cults, and he's probably getting third on network because Bowser doesn't have a great network either. So think I think that means EJ is gonna win this game.
Bowser might not even, upgrade shipping here.
I agree. I don't see a good reason for Bowser to worry about it. I guess just because he has so many coins, and maybe he wants to reach yellow. Oh, there's like no yellow hexes for him. Yeah, Bowser failing to win the race here to like D4, B2, G2 is definitely really lucky. I think for Chaos on some levels, because if Bowser had found a way to play a bit more expansiony, I think Chaos would be really dead this game in terms of they would have had no room to expand or build, and that was, I think, kind of the fright. And instead, I think EJ has found just enough hexes to have a game.
Yeah, Nomads didn't even start in the US, like technically, apart from A4, and he also wanted to secure some hexes for towns. Um,
Yeah.
oh look, Zivok is 100,
Yeah. It's close. He needs to build.
yeah, 71.
He has two
Cool.
dwellings to build next round in order to make the town. So that's, I mean, he's at 63 passes for 12, so 75. I mean, that's good, but he's not. He
That's a
didn't.
lot of
He
resource points, you know.
doesn't make many points next round, but the other good news is he took all the worker towns, which were the towns we didn't care about. Okay, and yeah, so the more I look at this, I think taking B1 is probably how we try to win the game. But God, it is risky because if EJ does decide to dig us back, it is very painful for us as well. But I agree with you
Yeah,
that it feels like EJ should just create two of his own hexes.
yeah, especially since, you know, does he really consider us the threat, the biggest threat here? I mean, it's 2 digs against one player, right? And alchemists are still in the game to some extent,
I would agree with
more
that.
or less.
I would agree.
So
You like digging B1?
I don't like it, but it's pretty tough.
Do I dig the red to green, or do I dig this yellow on D1 to gray?
Mm. Well, all right. So if he digs our B1, well, we still don't have towns. We cannot threaten taking Urkel here in exchange.
Yeah, we can't. We have to open bridge still, and then we have to take
Yeah,
fire too. Like,
yeah, too many actions.
it's a bit rough. Like, well, that's the other slight problem about taking B1 is even if he
All right,
decides to dig it twice for some reason on the opening round, we can't first action B1.
sure. And if we want to win, we still need to risk a bit, right?
I'm not sure. That's right. Yeah. Do we need to risk it a bit? I don't know. Probably.
um. All right, if you want to, you know, I would dig B1 here.
So to be clear, I think normally I would just dig D1 to gray. I think that's the safe play, and it's probably what I would do. But
All right, let's go for it then.
well, I'm curious what you would actually do here. This is a very tight position.
I would dig B1. You know, I like taking risks. I
All
mean,
right,
always
that's what teammate
regret it.
Thursdays. That's what teammate Thursdays about. Boom, it's done.
All right, I'm trusting my, you know, Team Europe teammates here.
That's true. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, EJ is a smart man.
All right, all right. You're right. You're right. Look at your call. All right. Do we need a bridge first action? Alchemist can't take one, but Chaos or Nomads could.
And they might actually, you know, just to double dig I5 for another town.
All right, so we just take our bridge and don't
Yeah.
don't get crazy. Is what you're telling me. Even though a part of me
I
wants
mean, after that B1 dig, it's, you know, pretty obvious here.
yeah.
Oh, he actually forgot we've got Cold Space.
Ah, that's why he didn't secure B1
That's why
last
he
round.
didn't.
Well,
Yeah.
that's exciting. We appreciate this. Let's be honest. Like, it doesn't. I don't know. Like, I really think
It's
it's a.
three workers, you know,
Well, it's three
with one
coins.
resource point.
It's 3 coins for us, probably, is what it turns into. But yeah, EJ gets another coins action. We have given Chaos a lot of coins because we keep passing first and taking bridges instead of coins actions, which is part of where our coins are. Well, actually, our coins aren't that bad. We have 18 coins, and we only need eight. We only need 12 to build our structures. I mean, that still means we need 6 more to advance ship, but I guess that means we could take a coin town and then try for like a priest town and the 11 pointer.
Or two, we can take, you know, two of them at the same time. So
Yeah, actually, I guess we don't have to take a coin town at all. We can just take.
on the other hand, you know, Cointown isn't under threat here. I wouldn't think.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, we can take just Power Town. Is that enough?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't actually know if we need.
Like, not at all. Alright.
Although actually, we can't take Fire 2 next action. Well, we could, but I think that's crazy. The more I think about it, I'm taking B1. I'm not risking that
Mm-hmm.
anymore. I mean, D11 is also under threat, but not really. Actually, we don't need Fire 2 here because Nomads are going to build A7. And if we're building a Temple trading post anyhow, we would like, I think we just build B1, then we build D11. Possibly we just sneak Temple for Air 3 in the middle of all that.
That depends if you want to know. There are 2 towns coming with
Oh yeah,
pretty shortly, so
yeah, yeah.
that depends if you wanna,
We do want to fight for the higher VP ones. Yeah.
although they both need just 1 action for it, right? So it doesn't matter if we go for 2.
Well,
Well, we want to secure B1 right now, right?
yeah, I think B1
So yeah,
is more important. We don't actually need
we're
D11. It's just preferable. Do I fly there? I guess I don't. I can save the flight for now.
yeah, doesn't really matter probably, but yeah.
And then we take a priest town because we need to make sure we can shift 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I like being at 70 a bit more. That makes me feel a little better. Still not enough, but we do have a lot of points coming. It might, maybe it's enough. I don't know. Probably not, but oh hey, thanks so much for the Prime sub there. I don't know if I recognize your name. I don't know. I don't think you hang out in chat, but Slarty420, thanks much. Really do appreciate when you guys sub and whatever and give some love to the stream. EJ has too many resources. Why is he gonna get? We need him to get less points. Come on, Alchemists.
So we take air free, right?
I actually do think we take Air 3. Yeah. I want Alchemist to mess with his hexes. I don't want Alchemist to mess with D11. But well, actually, I would like to take a town, I guess. But I guess that's the problem. There's a town rush, so that's why nobody's messing with each other's hexes.
Well,
Is
if alchemists take their town this round, there is no time to rush anymore.
I think Alchemist.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Alchemist resources. Like, what's he even gonna do? He doesn't have any reason to like. Alchemists don't really have a good reason to build this temple trading post well in. So I think
You might want to get the free cult step.
maybe. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I think Alchemists.
For
Yeah,
others, I don't know.
Alchemists are gonna want the 11 point. So then, if Alchemists take the 11 pointer, I agree. I guess we just temple.
Mm-hmm.
Although, so the problem with templing is that we do need D11, right? And then Alchemist could dig it. So I actually don't know if we can, because
Yeah,
if we don't take
they've got
fire,
nothing
if
left
we
to
don't
do.
take fire 2, if we're not getting fire 2, we have to have D11. Never mind. So yeah, unfortunately, we can't risk it. I don't think. I missed a treat. Oh God, I haven't paid attention to chat that long. Somebody spent money. Oh God, they did. Deranged. Wow. Thanks, buddy. Okay. Thanks. Thanks for bringing that back up. All right, come on over, Loki. All right, alchemists do make their town, presumably take the 11 pointer.
What's more interesting? Nomads decided to go for Earth free, so chaos are
Oh, okay.
there's a high risk that they're gonna lose one of the cults. So
Yeah, and they can close off Earth by just sending a priest. So I
I
don't
s- I
think
I
they.
still think he would. Yeah,
I mean, he'd somewhat prefer to close air, but I think we have to just secure D11.
yeah, I agree with that.
All right, just gonna build D11. That saves the flight, so that way I can, in case for some reason I have to fly somewhere else. I don't know if that makes sense.
I think it doesn't because I mean, we're not gonna herd dig, or maybe we are. If we're gonna herd dig, it's better to fly
We
this, with
yes,
this
I mean we
dwelling.
might have to hard dig just in case somehow somebody takes F1, then we're
Yeah,
gonna
so
have
it's
to
better to fly right now, so that we can dig and build at the same turn, so that alchemists don't, take it
yeah.
from us one
Yep.
way or the other.
Yep, completely agreed. Okay, so we do this. And then sadly, yeah, the coin or the towns left suck, so we just take a coin town. I guess we could take a power town, but coin
Can you
town's
convert?
basically the same. I could first, yeah.
I know. What's the difference here, actually?
Not a ton. I mean, the coin town just gives us slightly more resources, so I mean, it's probably okay. I don't know if we really need the resources, but it might let us make Zivok sweat a little bit if we can tie him at 16 network.
Sure.
But yeah, not having better towns left might actually also cause us to lose this game. Not sure, but oh well. We're doing well. We're catching up on points.
All right. Good for us.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're still gonna pass for 13 too, so.
Air free is still open here.
Ah, perfect. Okay. Yeah, getting to take air cult actually away from chaos, I think, is actually also quite important for us. I think that is very fortunate. Although I guess fire 3 looks pretty good for us too, but the swing on chaos, I guess, is much more important.
Yeah.
Yes, I think you actually got or chat. You're correct. I think it should be air 2 for not just for style points, but just in case for some ungodly reason Bowser wants to like go air 3. Alchemist is getting in on the fun too. They are taking away a Chaos Magician Hex. It's joyous all around. All right. I am going to Temple. Oh, Nomads still haven't built A7. How much does that scare us?
It's down that we're taking probably. So
Yeah, it's probably fine. All right. I'm gonna take Air 2. I don't know if it's fancier to take Air 3, but
I think it's better to take air free because alchemist still got a lot of. He's still gonna build a temple. It might be air free.
mm, although wouldn't we prefer it to be Air 3 over it being? I guess we have no other cult points, so what am I talking about?
Go air free because if alchemists decide to go, air free, they're
Yeah,
gonna pass nomas there.
yeah. Heroic Logic, you don't know if you've ever seen a Four Town game? Excuse me? Did you not watch? Like, you've been around a long time. I had some glorious Four Town streams on Fire and Ice back in the day. There was a great Mermaids one, a great Witches one. Don't ever seen a Four Town game? Ugh. There you go, Age 8. Yeah, thanks. Okay, anyhow, um, yeah. So actually, Chaos is still ahead of us. I don't know. We have 9 points coming on ship advance. We have at least 10 points on the town, 13 on the pass. Brings us into mid 110. We have 12 network, 1 A cult. We're like nearly 140. It's competitive here.
Like, um, I'm not sure KS are going 140 here.
Also looking ahead.
Well, yeah, he's got so many resources, maybe.
Looking ahead, do we take a priest power action here?
Yeah.
Because we
Do we
have,
need it?
well, no, need is a very strong word. Do we want it? Possibly. So we're gonna advance ship 3 times. We have 12 coins, 3 workers. So there goes those resources. Then we have nine
Yeah.
we have 9 workers and 7 powers still. So we build a trading post. We build a dwelling. and then we still have the resources to dig advance if only we had priests.
It's passing your math. I didn't do math, so.
Well, I mean, I guess part of the problem is we're going to take like a 6-point town and get even more coins too, right? So yeah, I'm going to take the priest as the answer because yes, it is actually valuable to us. I'm curious how many resource points Alchemist are going to score here because
Yeah.
I really don't think, I don't think Alchemists have a lot worth doing besides maybe sending a few more priests off to meddle in the cults. So he is going to have like 12 resource points or something. Wins network is 18. It's 30 more points than he's showing. He passes for 4. That's 34. Has 12-ish on the cults. Mid 130s. It's very close. Very close.
Yeah, he's got no pastime though, which is good.
It's very good. The fact that EJ and Alchemist don't have pastels and we do here, it's yeah, again, it's very close. But I think we maybe are winning. It's very close. But I'm taking this priest power action as discussed
Sure.
before because I do think if we are able to advance dig with some of our resources, that also does feel at least a somewhat of a way to salvage getting a coin town at the end. That's 6 more points I wasn't adding to our score. So
We've got the neighbor already in the north.
yes, Bowser did build next to us. I mean, it was like his only free yellow, and it's a dwelling round, so it made plenty of sense. But yeah, it was nice to get that resolved. Chaos is advancing dig. Yeah, that's fine. He's gonna build one more dwelling. Takes him to 10.
Yeah, pass. Sure.
Gets him to like 107. Some resource points. Let's call it 110 still, even though it's probably not. 6 network is 116. And then 22 cults. He's also at like 138. It's still it's a very close game still. I do think nomads are the only one I'm not concerned about, which is why I keep not mentioning them. But I don't think Bowser's like having that bad of a game. He's a strong player. He's done pretty well, but as I said, this is how my nomads games always look. I don't get a ton of leech. I'm on the periphery of the map. Town space is
You did not
weird.
connect.
Connection is weird, and you just lose. This is what I did this is what I always did on Fire and Ice when I took nomads.
He did steal some cold points here, which is nice.
Yeah. Um,
Trading post for Coinstone.
I don't actually know if we want the coins town. We might prefer the points on the power town, but I also don't. I actually think I just advanced ship a bunch for a little bit, or at least one or twice, right?
Hemlich, yeah.
Nobody else is making a town. Oh, I guess yeah. The upshot of taking a power town actually is we could maybe manipulate things to get free power.
That also depends if you think that F1 is under threat, which probably isn't.
I have determined F1 is not under threat. Was my theory. Also, I don't.
Sure.
It also only costs us 1 point, I guess, to hard dig. So we still have resource points as far as my math is suggesting. Well, actually, I kind of like the power town right now. If I convert a power to a coin and then we power town right this instant, then we can take a free power if somebody builds next to us, which it's very unclear that anybody's building next to us.
Unless if you give one power to Nomad, he can build a temple. And it is that good for him, because if we do not give Nomad's power, he will probably need to pass, you know, with resource points. Otherwise, he's gonna
Oh,
build a temple.
otherwise well, no, he might single dig and build a dwelling. Although wait, he literally can't do that either, can he? Wow.
Yeah. I'm
Sure.
not sure if he wants to build a temple, but he's got a trading post pass tile.
Yeah, so he's not going to build a temple. He probably just passes. But we
But
actually
still,
could.
I would go with the ship advance here anyway, just to make his life a bit harder.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry about that.
We're not gonna get anybody giving us free power anyhow. I don't think. Even if
Yeah, we were struggling enough, you know.
I don't think anybody's building next to us anymore. I haven't even been paying attention to what Alchemists have been doing.
He's just been digging random hexes. And going for cults.
And then sending some priests off. Okay, that was the expectation. And then yep, EJ just built another dwelling. That was the expectation. Yep, 104, 3 resource points, 3 pass points. Yeah, 110, 138 for EJ, I think. I think we can pass 138 here. I'm just gonna ship one more time. Our stuff is safe because Alchemist can't reach F1. So
Just make sure that we're gonna get. You know, we should. If we're going for the power town, I guess we should do it this turn. Otherwise, we will have to, convert a bit more in
yeah,
order to,
uh,
ship advance and. So I would just go with the training post here.
all right. I should just double do the math quick. We need 4 coins for the ship, 3 coins for the trading post is 7. The dwelling is 9 coins required. I basically already have that, and then that's 2 workers, third worker, so we have like 6 extra workers. So yeah, the power town is totally enough to hit our dig advance. So okay, yeah, let's take a power town after convert power to a coin. All right, I like points.
Yeah, it looks pretty good actually.
Yeah, does. Yeah, this is the fun of witches. To be honest, I actually think a slight power of the witches on this map is that you can often delay a lot of your stuff till late, and I think it does leave people misjudging your position slightly. Even I think, was misjudging us like a little bit, right? We entered this round at 52 points or something, and was a little worried. But it's you just have so many points locked up in towns and ship advances and stuff.
Well, everybody's, gonna pass 100. Well, apart from Alchemist, but everyone else is gonna pass 100 points, which is good. I mean, in the high point game.
Yeah.
Are Alchemists just passing here?
I think so. I think. Well, no, priest. He'll send a priest to air. Um, but then he's just gonna
Yeah. All
pass.
right. Sure.
I mean, 13 resource points is fun. So, and I mean, alchemists have a decent amount of cult points now. Um, but I mean, the upshot is I think we're at 127 after we pass. Um, so we actually probably easily have won this game because 127 after passing. We have second on network is 139. We've won a cult 147. I think that's. I think 147's past everybody else by a good margin.
You check that we cannot. All right, we're probably not building temple trading posts and under another dwelling.
Oh,
No way.
I didn't check that, but
No, that's too much. That's definitely too much,
all right.
especially with Vedic. So
I am just doing the dig advance plan then.
sure.
But yeah, this is why I took that priest earlier. That does look like that mattered a little bit, so we're good to get that out of the way. And sadly, we're one resource short of a resource
We can
point.
dig something. Just dig something.
Ah, yes, we can dig something.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm gonna give
Like
EJ a red hex back.
sure,
Good call. Good
sure,
call. Style
sure.
points. Yeah, just rub it in. I don't know.
127. Huh.
Yeah, 127
That's
after
way more than
pass.
I expected, actually.
I agree, right? Again, I think we entered the round at 52 or something. Like it wasn't feeling great, and I was a little nervous. But three ship advances, a dig advances points, three dwellings were 12 points this round. We had air one, we had pass for ship, and then three towns with witches is a lot too. So yeah. Hey EJ, yeah, thanks for playing, and you love watching, yeah, Zivak play. It totally makes sense. I agree. He's a very interesting player. A lot of creative stuff. Not getting Earth One is rough, but he finding this path towards just huge four town game. I mean, getting to 16 network actually was quite important for Alchemist too. So making sure to actually not tie us on network was pretty awesome. It looks like he gets. Oh no, it does look like you have second over Zivak still, even with all of his resource points. But yeah, wild stuff. Yeah, a little bit further ahead of this one than I thought, but the Witch's Temple Stronghold opening, folks. It still works sometimes. Oh God. Thanks much for joining me, Super. Thanks for pushing me
Thanks
down
for
that path.
having me here.
Thanks for pushing me to dig B1 and not be a coward. That was good too.
I
I
knew EJ wouldn't do it.
yeah, that was good. Thanks for
Mostly because he just missed that. So
wait. He missed. We were gonna take it. Yeah.
you're well, EJ. Very nice game. I gotta admit.
Yeah.
You found points where I'm not sure I would.
Yeah, it was a very nice Chaos Magicians game. Again, I was a little nerve-wracking if you'd have like enough room to expand and find enough points pass, but you took them for 30 and did a very nice job. It definitely had some winning chances. Really like what Zivok did with Alchemists. Just yeah, the fact everybody did chose to rush Earth One, I think, was a bit of a bummer, especially since my plan did not always rely on rushing Earth One. Um, or at least during the auction, I don't, I wasn't always dead set on that. And then Bowser, I mean, Bowser did some smart things. It's just this is how I feel every time I play Nomads on this map. So Nomads are just deceptive. I feel like they probably shouldn't have been bid much yet. There's probably some other ways to play it. Maybe you have to go Stronghold. I've seen some Stronghold games go a bit better, but just yeah,
The thing that he was missing was actually no neighbors to some extent. Pretty surprisingly, especially in the south. So he could just build two towns with no connection here. I'm not sure if his starting spots were actually and a whole tempship idea, even though we ourselves consider it for nomads. I'm not sure I would go for it now that I think about it. With alchemists and chaos magicians running around, maybe it was a bit better to I don't know start on D4 or well I don't know maybe there wasn't better way that I could think about right now.
yeah. Um,
But pure, I like this one.
Yeah, this was fun. Finally, just doing the post game stats. I kind of already was looking at a little, but yeah, we took 2 bridge actions and had to pass early to get them, and that still paid off too. Which it was a fun game here with some unique stuff. Because yeah, we for once in my life, like as much as I wanted to take coins actions, we only took 1 coin action this game, but it turned out fine, and we took 2 bridges. We only double dug once too. The rest of the spades this game came from I partly
Oh,
shrugged my
and
shoulders. I think we got the spade tile once, and then we hard dug, and we got cult digs, but like we had very efficient spading apparently. Like we got 15 network and 3 towns with only taking double dig once. That's pretty wild. But I guess it is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. We only needed 6 spades all game, which is yeah very low for a 15 network 3 town game. So that's part of I think the strength of witches here. And then power gained via structures. Part of why witches are very good on this map is tons of leech, although alchemist got tons of leech too. Chaos struggled for leech. Nomads really struggled for leech. So a lot of the problems there. Both us and alchemist got to pay a lot, and then otherwise, yeah, I mean, alchemist crushed the scoring tiles, but we just had good scoring on everything really. So
that does look pretty good here. I mean, everybody scored quite a few points here.
yeah, that's what I mean. Everybody did manage to hit pass tiles, but then yeah, we hit favor tiles well, we hit rounds well, we hit towns well. We did find a network. Cults, not great, but inherent points, upgrade points, a lot of good stuff. So
Yeah,
uh
nice to play it. Always nice to see some rainier witches on stream from time
I
to time.
yeah, returning to Fire and Ice Witches, I feel like this is kind of a little bit what I'm known for, but I will admit this does just make me happy. You can just play some big economy type games. Getting that early stronghold on this map is so strong, and we got the dream. You got Earth One and Stronghold. I really do love that opening a lot of times. Actually, it's just hard to like ensure it, and it's not always going to work either. But I think you need basically this sort of color arrangement where you don't have a direct color neighbor, because then it's okay to be a little bit slower about expanding to your hexes, and your greens will still be there. And so, I mean, that's also a lot of why this game went well for us, right? Looking at this map, we didn't lose any hex we cared about. This is pretty much what we would have dreamed of at the start of the game. These were the hexes we wanted to wind up on, and we got them all.
One
So
of them.
yeah,
Yeah.
so. But yeah, thanks very much for joining, and yeah, thanks for helping pilot Witches game. I had a ton of fun with this one. It was very nice having you on.
Yeah. Always, I mean, always. First time, streaming, but still, always fun to play with some other players here. I only had some experience with Teams Europe, but during practice games, but that's it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I should try to just get a few more voice chat games here and there. I don't have to always stream everything. I used to do that a little more often too, just try to find some people to
Mm-hmm.
play with, and it's really good times. So, uh, anyhow, yeah, thanks all for watching. It was a really active chat today too. That was really cool. Future teammate Thursdays, as always. If any of you want to join up with me, just feel free to reach out. I try to keep scheduling people, and some weeks it's easier than others, so it's really not a very long list right now. If you want in, I'd love to play with everybody. It's been fun. It's a fun format. So, uh, with that said, there will not be a Teammate Thursday stream next week. I'm going on a camping trip, and so I won't be streaming toward the end of next week. And that weekend in the U.S. is like a holiday weekend, so there's probably not going to be an all-player commentary either. So few less streams next week, but we'll return to it in June. Um, yeah, anything final words that you have, Super?
Nice trip. See you in a week on the stream, I suppose.
All right.
Thanks for the game again, and good night, everyone, or good day, or good whatever you're currently in.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Yeah. Thanks so much for joining me. Thanks so much for chat. Thanks so much those who subscribed today. Really appreciate that. And yeah, I'll see you all around here and there. Later, everybody.